running commentary. It's the 12th of September 2015. I want you to look there in the center of the picture. It's only vaguely discernible, but there is a single beam which is shining into the sky, and that represents Freedom Tower, which replaced the World Trade Center, which was destroyed, as you know, yesterday, 14 years ago. And I want to just pay tribute to those that lost their lives, and families and friends, and those that are left behind, that live with the memory every year when it comes around, are reminded of how precious life is. And we'll remember where we were when it happened, and I'm just going to briefly share where I was when it happened. At that time, on September the 11th, 2001, I lived in Staten Island, and I had had quite the evening the night before, in as much as I'd had a few drinks. Having a few drinks is probably the understatement of the year. And woke up to my landlady at the time banging on the door frantically, saying, oh my God, come out. And it was quite alarming. I was still fairly new to New York at that point. I'd only lived here for 2 years, and she's banging on the door and just hysterical. And I'm thinking, what the hell's wrong with this woman? Come to find out that the first tower had been hit, and there it was on TV, and it really did. It looked surreal. The landlady then promptly got into her, truck and drove down to the Staten Island shore, and not for nothing, it was like ringside seats. The Staten Island gives you full view of downtown Manhattan, and sure enough, there it was. And I remember at the time that people were snapping pictures of it, which, for their own reasons, just sheer wonderment. And then apparently while she was down there, the second one had got hit, and she was just distraught when she got back. And I was as well. I lived at that time with Tyrone Ellis, and somebody else by the name of Marcellus, and they were both missing in action. We didn't know what happened to them. Obviously, regular passage for both of those guys at that time was meant for a very worrying time while we figured out whether these people were still alive or not. I know that one of my roommates came over covered head to toe in soot from the disaster, and I eventually heard from Tyrone, pleased to say that he's alive and well still. I also remember walking Tyrone's dog, Sasha, at that time. And, after the towers had fallen, there was just smoke billowing out of that area for at least, I want to say at least 3 or 4 days. It was just billowing out. And Staten Island and the North Shore is very, very hilly. And I was just walking this dog and just kind of in a state of shock. And I just want to remember September the 11th and empathize, and just once again proclaim my gratitude for being here today to be able to tell the tale. And lots of love. So just a remembrance running commentary for those who lost their lives in September the 11th, 2001. And just to let you know that in their honor, there's this single shaft of light still at 3 o'clock in the morning, piercing the night sky. I know that you probably can't see it, but I can see it, and I wouldn't lie to you. There it is, and it's up to the heavens, and that's my tribute.